Hey, Dad,
What's up?
what we talking about?
Welcome to the very first episode of BG. What we talking about? This is a very special episode because it's the first episode. Again, I am BG, as I said, but it makes it special because I got to start my journey as a solo podcaster. For a second, again, I am always East Sleep Sixers, but I'm going on my solo journey, and I'm glad that I get to start it off with my bros. Two of my brothers for life. To my left, I don't know how you can see it on the screen, but to my left is my brother Money. We met in like '09 in Germany, I think it was. Yeah, it was definitely Germany. It was definitely Germany. And now we both living in San Antonio. So I'm so glad I get to share this moment with him for sure. Welcome to the show, my brother.
What's going on? Happy to be here, bro.
Thank you, appreciate you. And to my right, it's only right. It's only right. What was it, about 2013? No, 2013 or 2014. We met in San Antonio. I came out here and we met through a mutual friend. But we not even me and the mutual friend still cool. Him and the mutual friend still cool, but we rarely get all together. But we met one time and been linked ever since. And it's been a long journey. This is my brother Luke. Also Luke, known as LUKESELLSTX on Instagram. Please go follow him. Realtor extraordinaire. So make sure you give him a follow on Instagram. And if you're looking for a house, not just in Texas, if you're looking for a house, period, man, holla at my man. So, man, let's get straight to it, man. We had a certain docket to go over today, and I thought we was going to go one way, and we staying on the same person, but things got a little rocky. We was going to talk about how 50 was going crazy on the young boy, King Combs. He was going crazy on him a little bit, and King Combs responded.
Rightfully
yada,
so.
yada. But today, CNN, not Vlad TV, not anything beneath national news, showed a video of Diddy assaulting Cassidy. Pretty bad, dog. This one was bad. What do y'all think Diddy ever can come back from this? And what's y'all thoughts about what happened in the video?
From the court of public opinion, Diddy may not ever come back from this. What he does behind the scenes, I mean, obviously we'll never know. Seen a lot of mixed reviews on social media when it came. I got friends talking about, oh, this is an old video, ain't no trial, she already got paid. But at the end of the day, I mean, you know me, we all got daughters. You know what I'm saying? I got 4 of them things.
One on the way. Congratulations, brother. One on the way. Congratulations, brother. He don't miss. 4 for 4. Hey, Steph from 3. Steph from 3.
But as a girl dad, I don't care when it happened. You know, and I think that's where us as a society is moving towards. No matter when it happened, it happened. And that CNN posted it and showed it.
That's what made it real for me, Luke. Oh my goodness. I said, wait, what? CNN posted it?
No, man. No, bro. Being a girl dad too, like that's lame, period. Like it don't matter who showed it. The proof is out there and he can't deny that shit. That shit, he lame, bro. And he need to be like dealt with. That ain't cool, no matter how long ago it was, how recent ago. And the people that stood by him, witnessed, and knew about it, they just as lame and guilty as well.
That's the craziest part to me, Money, is like, I know that celebrities get away with stuff. I do understand that celebrities get away with stuff. And they got money that can cover stuff up. But damn, dog, this was 8 years ago, and this the first time we saw this video.
Why do you think it took 8 years to come out, though?
That's what's crazy.
Because
I said, yo, I said
You look at
straight
Ray
up.
Rice, all them guys,
Instantly.
out there.
Kareem Hunt, instantly. I said that. I said, yo, if I was working in that security office and I was working that day and I saw that on the security camera, I would have recorded it with my phone or kept the tape or the file, whatever. I'd have emailed it to myself.
Yeah, I would have lost
And
that
I'd have
job.
told my company, I ain't never coming back. TMZ, hey, let me holler at y'all right quick. What's y'all bid? What's y'all bid?
Right.
Did he say he'd give me this to shut up? Did he
But
say he'd give me this to shut up? What y'all gonna give me for the video?
But that's the speculation too, that he supposedly had paid and been paying for it not to come out. So, but again,
So
like
who
you
leaked
said, no matter how much money you got, it don't matter. You did what you did, and you being exposed.
Yeah, this is tragic. I hate to see one of the people in our culture that seemed to be doing the right thing be taken down like this. But with the video now, man, I lost respect. I don't know about y'all too, but I lost respect, and I really can't come back to looking at Diddy the same way I used to before seeing that video.
And I think that's how the world feels, to be honest with you. I think the music is the music, and a lot of times we can separate the man from the music. A lot of I'm gonna speak for myself. I can, for the most part, separate the man from the music.
Same.
But in this situation, it's like, bro, that's just, the video is nasty, man.
Nasty work. Work.
It's nasty, bro.
I
You throwing bases, you kick her, you like, that's crazy.
The second kick was the one that got it for me. The drag down was nasty. I was like, damn, whoa. Then the kick was like, yo, why you kick her like she was a dude? But then after he picked up the bags and that second kick when he stomped her, I'm like,
because you mean it. At that point, you mean it. Like,
that's not even anger no more. That's not even
emotion.
Mean it. That's not emotion no more. You acting how you want to act. That's nasty work, yo.
But let's not leave out. He picked up some speed. He came out that room so quick in a time, ran all the way down the hallway.
I got a crazy story. I got a crazy story. I got a crazy story. I got a crazy story that I did something very similar, not physically, but I might have been in the shower. I might have been full of bubbles, and I
like that meme.
I might have ran outside in a towel for a reason, but we don't need to talk about that. We don't need to talk about that. That's a story for another day. That's a story for another day. But yeah, man, I think it's hard for Diddy to come back from this one.
And then this comes after past couple of days, your son is defending you. Your son is getting into it with one of the pettiest people.
Ooh,
getting into it with the pettiest, like one of the petty,
50 never gonna stop. Like he's never.
It's a lifetime beef with 50. It's a lifetime beef with 50.
It's not beef. It's if I joke and I see that you take it seriously, guess what? Now I'm gonna dive hard.
I'm gonna bomb even hard.
50 not gonna stop. That's not him to stop. He gonna keep going, and that's the problem.
It's just a bad look for the Diddy home. Period. The Combs home. It's just a bad look.
Look,
some of the things you say don't need to be said. Sometimes you just gotta shut the fuck up.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. I said this today. I said after the video came out, I say, look, Diddy need to count his losses and say, you know what? I'm gonna stay on this vacation. I'm not coming back wherever he at. I don't know where he at, but I know they all on vacation. Him and all
Bali
the kids.
with Russ.
With all the houses in America, just say, all right, I'll take my L. Don't come back here, yo. It might
be go to Bali with Russ.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap for Diddy, yo. In my eyes, it's a wrap for Diddy. It's hard to come back from this one. I don't see any way to come back. That was a coward.
I hope you don't.
I did not like what I saw on those videos, man, at all.
Speaking, like I said, speaking from a girl dad perspective, I think my outlook on life changed as the father of young women, and I hope he never come back. I hope any man that can do something like that.
And that's the thing. That's the thing. As much as I hate to see a black man be torn down, you tore yourself down by your actions. every action has some type of ramifications, and the ramifications for what you did. I'm sorry, bro. You gone, dog. It's over with.
Money
It's
can't
over
buy
with.
you out of everything.
Yeah, no,
Money cannot buy you out of everything.
no. And I would say this: he deserved whatever coming to him for the aspect of the choices he made.
You see what Whack 100 said? Said he hold Big Fred, Big Eddie, put you under that Betty.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe it, man. But it is what it is. Diddy, it was nice. You did nice things in the industry. We appreciate what you brought to hip hop. But yeah, you out of here, man. It's over with for you, bro. We can go ahead and cancel him. I'm fine with. I hate the word cancel, but I'm cool with that one.
Yeah,
On this,
we can go ahead and let him
I'm
go.
I'm cool with it on this one. Hey, man, on to the next one, man. On to the next one. Hey, man, did y'all see Elliott Wilson put out? Obviously, we just came off one of the greatest battles in hip hop history. I mean, I know people are going to downplay it because a lot of people hate Drake. There are a lot of people who don't. Oh, Kendrick's boring. I like them both. So, and they are both at the top of the game right now, in my opinion. So, this is one of the greatest battles in history. And after one of the greatest battles in history, Elliott Wilson put out a list of the top 100 diss tracks of all time. Obviously, we ain't going over 100. What y'all want to do? Y'all want to do 10 or y'all want to do 5? Or y'all want to do 10? Y'all want to do 10 through 5 quick? Let's do 10 through 5 quick, and then we'll talk about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Y'all down?
That's cool.
Let's rock with it. Number 10, already brand new, Future and Metro Boomin, featuring Kendrick Lamar, like that. I don't know if I'm ready for it to be 10 this early. Not that one. Not that one.
Is that really a diss track?
Because was it really a diss track? It was more of a, hey, what you want to do? You want to do something with me? You want to do something with me? He didn't really diss nobody, in my opinion. So I don't like that being 10.
I don't like that being on the list. Period. Like one single shot. Fuck the big three. It's just Big B. Does that justify this as a diss track? That was a great song.
I don't think so.
Obviously, an amazing song.
I don't like that being in the top 10. I don't like that being in the top 10.
All right. We can switch that one out with BBL Drizzy though.
On to the next one. God, man. I knew we was gonna eventually get here, and I didn't want to get here. I didn't want to do this. Come on. Let's move on. Number 9. I'm cool with this one because this was personal. Lauryn Hill lost ones when she broke up with Whaaattt and she left the Fugees. That one was personal, so I like personal beefs because really most of our best beefs aren't really personal. It's just I don't like you. Oh, you did something that I don't like, so I'm gonna make this song about you. So I like that one because it was personal.
Amazing song. The next one, I personally think the next one is fucking ass. It's just me though.
I really don't like this being in. Oh, Money, do you got any beef with Lauryn Hill being at 9? No. We're gonna go through 10 through 5 quick.
I don't think she should be number 9. She top 20 with Lost Ones. Lost Ones should definitely be top 20. I think. I mean, we'll get into it, but I think there was a few that was two for sure that missed. That didn't make the list. That should have definitely been on the list.
All right. Well, we're gonna go to 8, and we're going to Common, the bitch in yo. Not you, yo. I don't like this one. It was an Ice Cube. It didn't really hit that crazy for me. It just did. It just did.
I don't think it hit as. For me, now I was born in the late 80s. I was very, very new to hip hop at that particular point in time. So I kind of heard it early 2000s, a few years after it had really hit. But even then, it just didn't. It don't do it for me, man. Like it's just him. It's just him talking. Like
me neither.
That's home team, Shot City, by the way. But even with that being home team.
I didn't mention that money's from Chicago.
It still didn't.
If y'all didn't catch
it
that,
still didn't. It still didn't hit with me either.
And that's
I just don't see Common in that light. Like, I see you for the light. You'll be like, all
right. I'm done with this one. I'm done with this one because all we're doing is talking around it. Because number 7 is BS. Number 7, No Vaseline by Ice Cube. No Vaseline's in my top 3.
Right.
No Vaseline's in my top 3. So I don't like No Vaseline being 7. I hate No Vaseline being 7. I hate.
I respect that.
Being 7.
I respect that.
I could dig it.
Yeah.
I respect that. A top 5 for me. Top 5.
Yeah. Same.
Me as well.
Number 6. This one is number 6 for a good reason. This one at number 6 literally ended a battle with no response. TKO. This was the hardest punch possibly in a battle, in my opinion. To me, this was the hardest punch that could be thrown in a battle. He destroyed Pusha T's Story of a Dime. Woo.
It also brought you one of the funniest rap lines you ever heard. I wouldn't hide my kid from the world. Let's hide the world from me.
Drake, you could have left that. You could have left that one. You could have left that one.
And I'm a Drake stan. Like I'm a stand on it. First episode, I'm a Drake stan. So some of these I don't agree with, but I'm rolling.
All right. What you agree with? You agree with the Story of Adonis being 6 money?
I do.
All right, cool. All right. Next up, we got the top 5. The top 5, I love this top 5, even though I'm mad about Ice Cube not being in the top 5. But Jay-Z Takeover, easily top 5 for me. A lot of people was hype off of Ether, and I'm sorry. Takeover was huge for me. Blueprint already my favorite, my second favorite Jay-Z album. Boy, oh boy, was Takeover a bomb.
Takeover was cool. But give me Blueprint 2 over Takeover. Even though it happened way after the fact, give me Blueprint 2 over Takeover. Blueprint 2, to me, was probably, out of that whole Nas beat, that was probably by far the best track. By far, Blueprint. Blueprint 2 for me.
Smart enough, Nas. 4 albums in 10 years. I can divide. That's one every, let's say 2. 2 of them shits was due. One was the other was ill. No, stop playing, dog. I like Takeover. I like Takeover being. I'll let you know what number Blueprint 2 was. Blueprint 2 definitely is on the list, but I don't think it should be higher than Takeover. I think Takeover was a bomb.
Agree to disagree on that one.
All right.
If you go back, just go back and listen to Blueprint 2, and then I want you to listen to Takeover right after. Blueprint 2, like it was the beef was already won at that point, that particular point in time. The beef was already won.
That because I was going to ask Money a question.
The beef was already done. It was over. It was wrapped. Like, but Blueprint 2 is like the throwing dirt on the coffin.
Oh, okay. So I understand your answer. So I don't have to ask you. Money. We're gonna go back in time. Who you got? Who you had winning Jay-Z versus Nas?
I was on Team Nas. That's why I was quiet, letting y'all speak. I mean, don't get me wrong, Jay. He did, do his thing and drop a bomb, but to me, Nas went all the way in.
In what way? Do you think he won it with Ether?
To me, Ether was better than
do me a favor. We're gonna move on to number 4, but do me a favor, Money. After this, re-listen to Ether.
But why we can't agree to disagree? I mean,
no, I'm not saying your opinion is not valid. Your opinion is definitely valid. I respect your opinion, I respect everybody that think Ether was fire. I just said listen to it today and tell me if you feel the same way. It just didn't hit as hard as I thought in the long run. He was just
But a
telling a
lot of
bunch
these
of
diss
jokes.
tracks don't age well. A
He
lot
was
of these
telling a
diss
bunch
tracks
of
don't age
jokes.
well.
Right.
He was
You
telling a bunch
40-year-old
of jokes.
Thai boho.
I get
Like,
you.
He's 36 in a karate class.
But
That's
what
what we
ended with me
championing.
was the one mic though. I mean, but of course, the Ether though.
What in Blueprint 2, what my dog Jay say? Is you Uchi Wally or you One Mike? Which one are you?
Right.
Are you black girl lost or shorty owed me for ice?
What do you say? What do you say? I
Stop
can't
playing,
respect the
dog.
man that say
You
I
can't
need
tell me
head
nothing
for
about
ice.
Hope,
Like,
dog. You can't tell me nothing about Hope, dog.
Oh,
On
I
to the next, on to the next
I
one,
ain't
on
never
to the next
saying
one, on
he
to the next.
ain't. You know, I'm just saying in that particular aspect of them going neck and neck. You know what I'm saying? My opinion and what I felt was different. But again, you know, he was that guy.
I will say maybe in that time, maybe right then, right there, because Ether was so big, maybe I felt the same way. But
Right.
now as I'm older and I go back and I listen to those same tracks, like Jay just out-rapped him completely.
Right. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go back and listen to both of them because y'all both are very correct. You know what I'm saying? That the fact of what it was back then, and then like you said, of listening to it now, could be, you know, totally different. So I will do that.
I'm telling you, it just didn't hit as hard to me today. When I listened to, if I listened to that back and forth today, it just didn't hit as hard to me. But we'll go to the next one. Drake back to back. The only reason I hate this song being at 4 is because
What?
y'all know both of y'all was in the military. So y'all know I was known. Oh, you from Philly. So everybody know I always rep Philly, always rep Philly, always rep Philly. So when it happened, everybody texting me, what you go, BG, what y'all gonna do? What y'all gonna do, BG? What we gonna do? I ain't got nothing to do with this. Why y'all asking me what we gonna do?
That was the quickest. That's one of the quickest battles.
I think this one hit so hard because it has so much replay value and so much club play. You lose when it can be played anywhere. You lose when it can be played anywhere.
And I think that's exactly why number 3 is there. Me personally, I think that is why number 3, Not Like Us, Kendrick Lamar.
Wait. Before we get to Not Like Us, can I put a disclaimer out there before we start? If we start this conversation deeply, we'll be on here for 3 hours. I don't want to do that. I don't want to upset money because if we start talking about it, it's gonna get intriguing. So we're gonna leave it light. Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us being 3, I love it. And I love it because Kendrick showed me, yo, not only can I out-rap you. Wait, let's be clear. BG thinks Drake won. But I'm going to be real. Not only can I out-rap you, Drake, I can do what you can do. I can make a diss track that can be played forever, that can be a number 1 hit. And that's why I love Not Like Us being number 3. This song is everywhere right now. It's everywhere. Everywhere.
And rightfully so. Rightfully so. It's an amazing song. It's an amazing song.
It belongs there. It belongs there. It belongs there because of the impact it had on social media right now. You got to think about it. We're in a social media era. Let's be clear. Everybody video got there.
I think 10 years from now, the list may change.
Oh yeah. Something else gonna happen.
As people listen,
Soulja Boy gonna come at somebody.
Soulja Boy been wild. Soulja Boy been wild, man. But I will say that some of the Drake tracks from this beef will move up the list as the time goes by.
Ooh, Family Matters.
Because Family Matters
different. Family Matters is different.
From the track itself, from the album, from the artwork, from the video, like it was beauty personified.
I'm scrolling up the list right now and I don't see Family Matters, dog.
I think a few years from now, Family Matters, as people listen to it, and I think I was listening to the Joe Budden podcast, and they won't directly say it, but Family Matters was really, really high on a lot of people's list.
I think so too.
Not
But
mine.
when Not Like Us came out and it smacked it,
That's the thing. It smacked. That was a chess move.
it smacked it.
Throughout the battle, I thought that Drake was playing chess and Kendrick was playing checkers, but then I was quickly reminded that Kendrick can play chess as well, and that was a chess move, and he bodied that.
You said Drake was playing chess and Kendrick was playing checkers?
I feel like Drake was playing chess simply because he was like, let me see something. Let me see if I just throw something out there, will he take the bait? And Kendrick did take the bait on some things. Other things that came out as true, not really true, but came out as, oh, damn, and make you think about it a little more. I understand that. But to me, I think I still got Drake. Addressing everything. Again, Kendrick still hasn't addressed anything. We're going to move on. I don't want to get money started. Can we move on to what we already talked about? I don't like Nas. I don't like Ether being number 2. I really don't like Ether being number 2. Again, I love what Ether was. I remember where I was at. I was in a barbershop at the crib. And somebody was like, yo, Nas just dropped a bomb. Everything stopped. They were still cutting hair, but when it came on and it really got into it, we was like, yo, what is this? Nas went crazy. So I understand what it was for the culture, but I don't like it being number 2 because when I listen to it today, I just feel like he just told a bunch of jokes.
And that's all it was. If you go back and listen to Ether now, and as great as a rapper as Nas is, it was just a bunch of poorly punchline jokes.
You look like a camel.
Like it was cool.
Class.
Like now you look at it like it's cool. You know, we got a friend and we had this conversation. He brought up Ethan. I said, bro, like you hate the fact that Drake making jokes. But if you go back and listen to Ether, it was just a bunch of poorly punchlines jokes.
I agree.
I mean,
I'm not saying it wasn't a bomb when
what it was.
I'm not. Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to take away from that. When it was nasty work. But now when I listen to it, like when I go back to listen to number 1, I can listen to number 1.
Number 1 is the one. Number 1 is the one. Number 1 is there, and it's. I personally don't think anything is on top number 1.
I feel like when you start off a song with first off, oh yeah,
that's why. That's dog. That's why I fucked you. He started off. That's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker. And I'm a big fan, so I don't take the words lightly. But Hit 'Em Up was different.
That was different. The only thing I hated about Hit 'Em Up was everybody else. I'm sorry, it just didn't. Like, I think it would have been better just being Tupac. I think it still stands number 1. To me, it's still number 1. Don't get me wrong, it's still number 1. But I just think if it was just Tupac's verses, I would have been cool with that. I would. Yeah. I could have done without everybody else. What you think?
Close and personal. I dig where it's at.
Yeah, I don't think Hit 'Em Up will ever be topped as number 1
ever,
because it's from Pac. We know what Pac is. We know what Pac was. Pac was a visionary. Pac was everything. Pac was MJ to the rap game, meaning like he was way ahead of his time with a lot of his metaphors. Now, I'm not saying people can't rap. Like it's like LeBron James and the league that LeBron plays in now, right? A lot of people rapping the same. A lot of people got lyrics. Kendrick, Cole, Drake, so on and so forth. But Pac kind of started that trend to just be naturally yourself and who you wanted to be and talk about the things that you wanted to talk about whenever you wanted to talk about them. So hit him up for what it is and when it was. I don't think Hit 'em Up will ever be surpassed as a greater diss track. Just me personally.
No, I agree that it's there, but I would never doubt what the future holds. We thought we would never see another Michael Jordan, and we saw Kobe Bryant right after it. So I'm not doubting that it can happen,
Even
but
with
it definitely stands tall as at number one. We're not gonna get into the GOAT debate. We'll save that for another show. Luke, don't do this.
You're right. Can I talk about two of my personal favorites that did not make the list?
At all? Didn't make the 100 or didn't make the 10?
Did make the 100 that I saw. That I saw. One being Checkmate, Jada Kiss.
Okay.
That is Jada is.
I think a lot of the Rockefeller beef, because they came out on mixtapes. Like if you look at the list, everything came out as the actual single. A lot of the stuff came out on mixtapes, so that's why I don't think it made the list. I'll relook at the list to see if any mixtape songs came out, but it seemed like everything that came out was an actual single. So I can't be mad that mixtape.
But it's out there.
If we talk mixtape single, if we talk mixtape, this is, oh my God, what?
But it's out there though. Like I can't. Dog, Checkmate. I think Jada in general is just so overlooked as an MC by a lot of
he not overlooked. The MCs know who he is, and the
MCs know he is.
The people that's not
us
MCs,
as the people.
Who us? Who?
Well, you talk about hip hop. We hip hop. Like that's the era we grew up in. But I think a lot of the younger generation, when outside of the versus battle, when he just put on a fucking masterclass, when Jada put on a masterclass at that versus battle, that's when he kind of like brought the world back to him. But Checkmate, when he was dissing, like we gonna shoot you. We ain't gonna miss. Like you got. I don't know. What he said. What Jada said. Jada said. I don't know. No man that got shot 9 times didn't retaliate. That would. And when I send shooters at you, they ain't gonna miss. That's what Jada said. But I think Jada and Checkmate was overlooked as a diss track. But then I got another one for you, because I grew up in the era where G-Unit was big. Lloyd Banks for a long time was my favorite rapper. But Officer Down was one of them ones, man.
That's another one. I really think that that when Elliot went through his list, I don't think he took anything off of any mixtape. You've seen the list. You've looked at the list, Luke. It's all actual songs that came out. So I understand what happened. I understand what happened with that.
I understand it. I don't agree with it. I understand Elliot's list. I don't have an issue with Elliot's list.
Let's be clear. Let's be clear, Luke. Elliot's list always stink. Hence why No Vaseline wasn't top 5. Let's be clear. So I'm not surprised, but I'm glad he puts that stuff out. Like I hate when people say, "Oh, don't put it out if it sucks." Oh, put it out. Put your opinion out. I love people that put their opinion out.
But don't rush it though, because the beef is hot right now. Like, do you gotta rush it?
But the thing is, you can rush it when you do in a 10. When you do 100, you should.
You can't. You take your time.
I think you should take your time if you do 100. I think he did rush 100. If he did a 10, I think he might have got it right. He would have got it a lot better. He would have got it a lot better, if not right.
Yeah, because it's so many diss tracks when it comes to just simple shot. Like if you because Like That was a simple shot. if we going off simple shots, there's tracks way at the top that should have been way way down that list. Like you got what's the one with Big Sean? Control. Control should have been way lower if that was the case. Control should have been way lower if you going
Control,
off of
no, because Control wasn't a diss. Control wasn't a diss. It was yo, I'm the best. And if y'all want to rumble, I'll show y'all that I'm the best. It wasn't really a diss. He didn't come at anybody. He just said, if we're on the same track, I'm trying to murder you. That's all.
But if you got like that at what was like that? Number 7, 8, 9, something
no,
like
it was
that.
10. It was 10. It was 10.
If you got like that at 10 because of one word, I mean,
I don't think like
one
Luke,
bar.
don't forget, I said I hate like that at 10.
No, you're right.
I hate
You're right.
like that at 10. I didn't say I like that at 10.
But I'm just saying, like, if you got like that at 10, Control should be way lower.
Entitlement to their opinion, though. You know,
I
like you said earlier, the fact that today's day and age, we're hip hop. This is rap now. Like, cause all the music that being put out that both these shorties on both sides, the men and women listen to, like, bro, they ain't listening to the content. They just listen to the beat, this slap. And they mimicking, you know what I'm saying, whatever else is being said. So they ain't not taking it in or was fully into the music like we was back then.
But I think it's
in my opinion.
I think it's also subjective to where you're from, because when you look at, I'm from the South, y'all from Philly, y'all from Chicago, like y'all up north. Like where I'm from, the Jeezy and Gucci beef, that's gonna be moved down my list. Truth, like I feel ultimately Jeezy won, but Truth, and because of where I'm from, South Carolina, that hit a little different. Being from the South, being from
but that was different. That was actual beef.
That's what I'm saying. Like
we ain't seen a beef since them. It ain't been no real beef. All these back and forths ain't been no beefs. It ain't been no real street shit. It's been I don't like you. I don't like you. I rap better than you. That's all it's really been. I like that. Don't get me wrong. I'm here for the bars. How many times have I said that to you, Money? I'm just here for the bars, dog. I like music.
And like Luke said, like that was real life. Like that whole aspect of Gucci and Jeezy. That was real life. Like, but yeah.
That right there, and I think ultimately, you know, talking to a couple of my partners, I think because we come from that area and that type of beef, that's what they look for in rap beef today. And that's the world has changed.
That's
the world has changed.
To explain to people about the Drake and Kendrick beef. I was like, I think you just don't like what Drake is saying because of the delivery of it. It doesn't sound like, I want to take your head off. I want to kill you and whoever around you. I think it was just his delivery that people don't like. What he was saying was fire. Like when you listen to the bars, what he's saying is fire. It's just his delivery is very, I'm sorry, Luke, it's very light-skinned. It's very light-skinned.
Why you gotta do that? Why you gotta pull that card?
Bro, you know I love you. You know I love you. But it was very light-skinned. His delivery is always light-skinned.
I'm not saying I don't agree with you, but I think ultimately, even though I think Drake started it off with bringing his old lady into the mix, I think that because of the world we're in today, the Oakland might be your last show. Since Shooter like that right there was a little too much for me personally, just because I don't want to see nobody die behind a rap beef.
I don't want to see nobody die, but Luke,
somebody in critical condition, right?
Gloves are off though.
But somebody in critical condition right now. Somebody in critical condition right now.
And I'm not happy about that. I hate that happened. And I realized that because that happened, we're probably done with this beef.
Yeah, it's over.
We're
It's
not
over.
getting any more music from this.
You might have another Blueprint too. You know,
You might get a
year and
little
half down the
jab. You
road.
might get a little jab here and there, but the beef, the every day we get in the diss track is over because of it, and I hate it. But let's be clear: if we beefing, I don't like you. I can say whatever I want. I'm sorry, Howard. I'm sorry if it turns out bad. I'm very sorry if it turns out bad.
But I think with the influence that people have today, though, but with the influence people have today, with the stands that are out there that are ready.
You talking about influence in Tupac? Tupac created East Coast versus West Coast.
That's a fact.
They created it,
and I wish it would have never happened.
There was never no beef. Oh, the West Coast whack. We didn't care about the West Coast in Philly. What are you talking about?
Definitely did not.
We didn't care about
from South Carolina. We didn't care about none of that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so the influence part don't matter. I'm an artist. If I'm an artist, I can say whatever I want. I'm painting a picture because I want to show that I'm better than you. The gloves is off. I can say whatever I want. So I don't think anything should be held back when it comes to. It's not hand-to-hand combat. It's verbal combat. It's the same thing. Just
but niggas ain't fighting no more.
I hear you.
Niggas, everybody got to switch. Nobody fighting no more. So it's a little different nowadays because everything is so accessible to these stands to where things can happen where you don't even know about it. You ain't got no control over it. But in Toronto, somebody ride past Drake crib that's a Kendrick fan and they go shoot up. And then we got what happens today.
Yeah, I hated that happened like that, man. It really messed up what hip hop should be.
That's not hip hop.
That's what I'm saying. What hip hop should be, it definitely messed it up. It definitely messed it up because I love the sport of it. I love that Kendrick thinks he's the best. I love that Drake thinks he's the best, and I love that Cole thought he was the best and then he quit. Let's move on to the next topic. I really, 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 really want to hear Money's opinion on this. So, BG's parole officer has filed a motion to monitor his lyrics. His lyrics will now be monitored if accepted. It hasn't been accepted yet, but what do you think about that? I think it's messed up for real, because at the end of the day, what I went to jail for, I served my time, I was released. What I rap about now shouldn't matter. What I rap about shouldn't matter. Again, I look at it as an art.
That man did 11 years.
If a painter painted a murder scene, would they all of a sudden be under investigation? Why is it that his words should be held against him? And I really want to hear what Money got to say about this.
The first three letters, why? Why?
It's crazy.
But he's an entertainer. That's how he feed his family. That's how he not putting himself in situations that he was in previously, or why he went to jail, or why he was in what he was in. How you gonna dictate how a man feeds his family? That makes no sense at all, period. And especially the rest of what's going on out here in this world with others. Like, why are you harassing this man? That makes no sense at all.
This man, Money, this dude was locked up from 2012 to 2023, 11 years. So whatever he rap about, or whatever y'all think y'all got, or whatever think y'all can get, the man had been incarcerated for 11 years. What's the point?
Exactly.
But then that goes when you look at that, right? BG being from New Orleans, and then we take it even further. We go to.
I'm sorry,
Young Thug.
I didn't mean to cut you off. When you just said BG being from New Orleans, I thought you was talking about me, and I was like, wait, what? I was like, what?
Not that BG, but BG, Cash Money Millionaire. BG being from New Orleans, and we take it even further, we go to what Young Thug is going through today, and these people trying to use lyrics, entertainment as evidence is nuts to me, man. It's
Look,
crazy because a lot of the things, like if you look at Jeezy in the early part of Jeezy and Jody Breeze and all these guys in the early part of their career, they was probably talking about stuff that they recently done. BG been locked up for 11 years.
but
The
look,
man,
why is it this is the only genre that they do that?
because
No
we
other genre.
the only genre that glorify it.
No, the fact that all of the country music and other heavy metal, that rave music, all emo, all that other type of music. Why ain't none of that used where they be talking about on drugs and killing and doing all this other type of stuff?
Because
But
we glorify it.
they don't.
We as hip hop, we glorify selling dope, having the switches. And now, what you did before you got into the game, that's different. I understand it. You got to talk about life experiences, because if you don't talk about life experiences, we don't look at you as real, authentic. I grew up in the era where BMF had signs, billboards down the highway. Like I said, I'm an hour and a half away from Atlanta, and driving down 85, 385, we would see that. We would see BMF, Black Mafia Family, and we would wonder, like, what is that? Because that's the life they was living at that point in time. But when it comes to cases like BG, where he been locked up for 11 years, now I got to make money. I got to feed my family, and you trying to use my words against me. What could I have possibly done within the past 11 years to where
That's the thing that baffles me. What do you think I done in the last? Y'all had me. So everything I'm rapping about, why do it matter to y'all? Y'all know what I've been doing for the last. It's crazy, man. I hate to see it, man. I really hate to see it, because it just don't seem fair. Like Money said, why this don't happen in no other genre? Why don't it happen in no other genre? Why don't it? I mean, I do agree with Luke. We do seem to glorify it. We do seem to glorify it, but at the end of the day, it's entertainment. If again, I'm gonna say it one more time. If I was a painter and I painted a murder scene, am I all of a sudden under investigation for murder just because that's what I thought was going to be a good art piece? That's crazy to me. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, I definitely think that's because I ain't gonna say racist, because that's a strong word to throw out, but it does show implications that, all right, well, BG is who he is. He ran with the circle. He ran with 11 years ago. Maybe some of the things he say might be true.
It could be
going forward. But at the same time, I've been with y'all for 11 years. Y'all got me.
And even if he wasn't with him for 11 years, why does it matter what I say for entertainment, Lou?
Right. Because even before that, they was hindering him to go to shows. He was asking permission.
Luke, lock up Martin Scorsese for every movie he ever created.
I think it's whack. I think that's just terrible. I think it's terrible. I think it's a bad look on society, because you're now, like you said, if we're doing that with hip hop, we got to do it with country. We got to do it with rock. We got to do it with movies. We got to, like, it comes to a point to where it's like, all right, it's just entertainment, and we got to live with the fact that it's just entertainment, and we can't keep locking these young black men up because of what we think they might do or we think they've done in music, and how we can correlate this and that and everything in between. Man, it's just terrible. I think it's a bad look. Period.
Yeah, I hate it. I hate that his probation officer even put the motion in. I hope it gets denied. If it does get approved, hopefully they don't hold him to too much of a standard. Like, what you want me to do? What you want me to do? I'm just rapping about what I've seen in my life. That's all I'm doing. Why am I judged by it?
Because it's only right that BG seen a lot in his life. Being from New Orleans in itself is just
what?
Like I've drove through New Orleans. I ain't never like sat. I've sat and had dinner there, but I ain't never like been to New Orleans. And it's not the best looking place to live. It's not the best looking place to live. And I can only imagine the things that some of these dudes have seen, lived, heard. And if we're gonna stop that money making process, that feed my family process, then we're in a bad place.
That's a fact. All right, man.
Leave that man alone and let him feed his family.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
I could rock with that. Just let that man let him entertain. Again, if we gonna hold him to that standard, then
hold everybody to the same standard.
Every movie producer should be under investigation. Why did you write this movie? But that's neither here nor there. I ain't gonna get into it no more, man. It makes me sick. We gonna move on to the BET Awards got announced, man. The nominees got announced to the BET Awards. A lot of people don't care about the BET Awards. It sounds like the Ratchet Million Man March, but I still rock with it because I still love music. So we're gonna go over a couple of the categories and just tell me what y'all think, who y'all think gonna win, who y'all think should win, who think had a fire year, album of the year. We're gonna start off from the rip. We're gonna jump straight to the top.
American Dream.
Dang. He said 21 Savage, American Dream. Money.
What?
I got Chris Brown, 11:11. I love that album. They got Gunna, A Gift and a Curse. 21 Savage, American Dream. Usher, Coming Home. Drake, For All the Dogs. Victoria Monet, Jaguar 2. Killer Mike, Michael. And Nicki Minaj, Pink Friday 2. Me and Money on the same page. Go ahead, Money. Speak for both of us. Speak for both of us, Money. Speak for both of us, Money.
Killer Mike.
It's not even a
so. But the thing is, like we talk about Killer Mike. Killer Mike released June of last year.
If it's eligible,
it's timeless.
If it's eligible, he should win.
June of last year.
Luke, when I heard the album, what I said, this is the best
classic.
Album I heard. This the best album I heard in a minute. This
we both said that to each other when we first heard.
Remember, we was at Doc Crib. Money, and I said, "Yo, y'all need to turn on that Killer Mike." I'm telling y'all now,
classic.
Y'all missing it if y'all ain't heard it yet.
But it released a whole year ago.
If it's eligible, if they said it's eligible, if BET said it's eligible, then I'm sorry.
Then we need to change the standards because you talk about something that released June of last year, bro.
Luke, you have to understand what month are we in?
Right.
We're in May 2024.
We're in May of 2024. So obviously, BET is working off of their clock, and every year is June to June. So obviously, because it wasn't eligible last year, because it came out after the nominees were announced, it has to be eligible this year. You cannot deny that.
Right.
Then if that's the case, it's an easy wall. So
now that I just gave my point, you say Killer Mike, you taking Killer Mike over 21 Savage?
Yeah, and that's because Killer Mike released at that age and that type of career. And what you've been doing to speak on the things that you spoke about in that particular album, and to not just speak about it, but to put it in music terms, like how we can rock with it today. Killer Mike, that's a timeless album. Period.
Amazing body.
That's a timeless classic.
Amazing body of work. I love that album. From the first time I listened to it, I can listen to it today, and it still feels like the first time I listened to it. That's a reaction.
That's a timeless project.
I completely agree.
That's a timeless project. Like that right there alone set the stage to show that you don't have to confine yourself to a certain level of rap. You can really talk about the things that need to be talked about and still put out a great body of work.
And it still sounds great. Oh, goodness.
And get everybody attention.
Hey, money. We about to listen to that album as soon as we done recording. As soon as
Right.
we done recording, we listen to the album outside. All right.
Don't make me drive. Don't make me drive 45 minutes to the crib, dog. Don't make me drive 45 minutes to the crib.
Hey, on to the next one, man. I like this one because I think there's a lot of talent in this category. Best collaboration. All My Life, Lil Durk and J. Cole, love it. Beyonce and Kendrick Lamar, America Has a Problem remix. Barbie World by Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice is going to be a problem. Bongos by Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion is going to be a problem, albeit I think that song stinks. Carnival by Ty Dolla $ign and Rich the Kid and Playboy Cardi, Don't Play With It. Lola Brooke is a problem as well, in my opinion. I don't think BT's going to think it's a problem. Everybody with Nicki Minaj and Lil Uzi Vert is my pick to win. Good by Usher, Summer Walker, 21 Savage. Rich Baby Daddy by Drake, Sexy Red.
Hey, you a Philly guy, man. You should like the Uzi Vert.
It's not about Lil Uzi Vert. That song can play everywhere. Everybody plays everywhere.
I think Rich Baby Daddy wins, though. I do think Rich Baby Daddy wins because as a solid as a dude as I am. When I went to the Drake concert and Rich Baby Daddy played,
I was there with you.
Everybody was wrong.
She didn't show up though. Sexy Red was.
She didn't show up. She didn't show up. She wasn't there. San Antonio ain't a big enough place for her. But the only problem I see for Rich Baby Daddy is the everybody. If everybody don't win, it's gonna be Rich Baby. Because it touches everybody, the ratchets.
I don't even think Rich Baby Daddy is second.
What?
I like All My Life. I love Lil Durk and J. Cole.
All My Life.
Remember the concert? Remember when J. Cole started off with All My Life? Oh yeah.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't J. Cole. It was Lil Durk.
Oh, that was Lil Durk set.
It was Lil Durk. Lil Durk had the kids choir, and it touches everything that it needs to touch.
And that's what I'm saying. That's why I like that too. I don't even think Rich Baby Daddy's number 2. As much as a Drake fan as I am.
Look, what? Hey, listen, I hate the song, but I gotta admit when it gets it rocking. You play Rich Baby Daddy, it gets it rocking in every club situation you go to. Whether that's the bar, the kickback spot, the club, Rich Baby Daddy, get them rocking.
That's a fact. But
I do like everybody though.
To me, I think the songs matter, and I think the album matters. But I think the next 2 categories is the biggest, and the most important category: best female hip hop artist, and best male,
big goal,
and best male hip hop artist. So we got Cardi. We got Cardi, Doja Cat, Big Glow, Ice Spice, Lotto, Meg, Nicki, and Sexy Red.
Big Glow.
Yeah, I'm going with Glow because
Big Glow.
I want Big Glow to win, but it's so hard.
Garbage.
Who are you picking over Glow?
No, I said I'm going with Glow. I said the
rest. Nah. You see the man in the middle right there. Who you going over?
I'm looking at the list, dog. I'm looking at the list. Hold up. Damn, dog. I really like Big Glow, dog.
Big Glow. It gotta be Big Glow. If it's not Big Glow, it's a travesty.
It might be a travesty, but you know the craze for Sexy Red right now, dog.
I understand. But when you talk about best female hip hop artist, it's everything. It's a collab. It's everything.
I love Big Glow. You don't gotta sell me on Big Glow.
It's music. It's club hits. It's club bangers. It's something that you can just ride to. Like I'm a man, and I 35-year-old man, and I Big Glow. Come on, I'm rocking. Big Glow. Listen,
yeah, Glow.
I love a little ratchet ass.
Yeah, Glow. No, I love that Memphis accent, dog. That Memphis accent is
fire. What's that? Cuban.
Fire.
Big Glow. It gotta be Big Glow.
Yeah. Listen to my music.
It gotta be Big Glow. If it's not Big Glow, it's a travesty.
It's music.
Mercy, dog.
If it's not Big Low, it's a travesty.
All right, I can feel that, dog. On to the males. On to the males. This one is going to be
Gunna.
You got Gunna?
Gunna.
Money. We got 21 Savage, Burna Boy, Drake, Future, Gunna, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, and Lil Wayne. I'm sorry. I'm gonna let you have the floor, Money. I'm gonna let you have the floor.
I ain't gonna stunt.
Best male hip hop artist. I'm gonna have to agree with Luke and say because Gunna had probably the most. He probably had the best project out of everybody in this year on that list, in my opinion. But that's crazy that Luke think that when you just said 21 Savage had the album of the year. Your opinion doesn't matter. I'm gonna go with Gunna too. Luke, Money, what you got for me, dog?
I said it before you did Gunna, but it's
Damn,
interesting that you said Gunna as well.
But Gunna's not
nominated.
Gunna is nominated.
But I'm not listening.
I already know what he's talking
his
about.
music.
He know
but you know what I'm saying? Like that album, it slapped, as they say.
See, I remember at one point in time, my dog BG said, I don't care about none of that. I'm not listening.
That's what I'm just talking about. Yeah.
But when we was just in the Dominican Republic, just a few short weeks ago, my boy Gunna came on in the club and my dog BG was rocking.
Why would you snitch on me? Why would you snitch on our adventures in DR? Like when Gunna came on, you gotta understand. So let's be clear who BG is.
Fuck you mean?
BG like to just chill. BG is a very chill dude. Like, but when I go outside, I have a good time. When I'm outside, I have a good time. And albeit I was on the wave of I can't listen to somebody who jeopardized that many lives. I don't know the story, but from what I can see, it looks like cheese was on the plate. But when I'm outside, man, you know when I'm outside and a good song come on, I gotta be me. I gotta be me.
Listen, when that song come on in the club, fuck you mean?
Mm-hmm.
That shit get to rocking.
Money called me out every time. If it come on in the car, in the car, Money be like,
hey, you gotta look at him. You gotta make sure. I thought you said you wasn't rocking. That's what you said. I thought you said you wasn't rocking. But when that Gunna, listen, the reason why I said album of the year belongs to 21 Savage because I don't think you expected that body of work from 21 Savage. I don't think you expect when it comes to 21 Savage and him and what he's produced in the past, you don't expect that type of body of work. That whole album to me was fire. Gunna has produced, and you understand what Gunna is, you understand what Drake is, you understand what Killer Mike is. But I'm also looking at it from a 2024 standpoint. But if you put it in totality and say, all right, we're not working off a calendar year, we're working off of that from June to June, then that's a little different. But Gunna itself, man, Gunna hard to beat when it comes
and let's
to putting
not
out
forget Gunna just came out with heat again. Like let's be clear.
Again.
Gunna just came out with heat again.
Again.
Let's be clear.
Again.
I'm gonna be real with y'all. I know last year I said, I can't support it. But like the ones that came out recently, undeniable.
Gunna been putting on a show.
Undeniable.
Offset been really putting on a show too. Offset been putting on a show, but he's not nominated. But
he can't win. So we going clean sweep across the board. We going Gunna.
I think Gunna win best male hip hop artist.
Right on.
I would feel it's wrong. Drake being nominated for 7 of them. I think it's wrong if Drake doesn't win at least 2.
Yeah, if you nominate for 7, don't come home with at least 2, then you lost bad.
Yeah, I think Drake got to come home with at least 2, and I think he'll get the next one on the list. I think the next one on the list is Video of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
If he, it's hard. I think he got to win Video of the Year.
I don't think he wins Video of the Year with Rich Baby Daddy, though. I wasn't even going to go into that. I was going on to the next topic because I don't think Video of the Year he has a shot, in my opinion. Like, I just don't think Rich Baby Daddy was quality.
What's better? Because he got 2 nominated.
Oh, never mind. I forgot he had 2. He's gonna win. He might win with first person shooter.
He got 2 first person shooter, Rich Baby Daddy. He got 2 nominated. It's hard. You got 2 nominated.
I just hope my girl Victoria Monet win at least one because "Oh My Mama" is one of my favorite songs. I don't know why. It's just when it come on, I can't be upset. It makes me happy. I like that song.
That's a real feel good song.
It definitely is. All right, so I hope y'all ready. We are about to lose every female person that's watching this podcast. We gotta talk about sports right now. But I hope y'all want to listen to this because y'all say that females should be paid on the same scale as males, and I think they should be paid on an appropriate scale. I don't think they should be paid as bad as they are. I don't think they should be treated as bad as they are. I think they should be treated as professional athletes, just like NBA players are. So I agree with that. But everybody was waiting on the debut of Caitlin Clark. If you're not familiar, Luke and Money, Caitlin Clark she's hurt. She's hurt. Whether you like her, whether you don't like her, she's hurt. So everybody, all eyes were on her debut, and on her debut, it was lackluster. The Indiana Fever are now 0-2. First game, she had 10 turnovers. And in game 2, she only had 9 points, which we are not used to seeing from Caitlin Clark. We don't see Caitlin Clark in single digits. So we know we got to go back to what was said before the draft, during the tournament. Diana Taurasi was clear in saying, hey, Caitlin Clark is amazing. She is amazing for what she has done to the game. She's pushed the game forward. She's amazing in college basketball, but the WNBA is an entire different beast that I don't know if she's ready for yet. And there's going to be some growing pains. She will not be what y'all see in college.
That's not what she said, though.
That's what I took from it.
That's not what she said.
Do you got the quote? Tell me what she said.
I don't have the direct quote, but it sounded like a lot of hate when she directly said it.
So that was my question for y'all. Do y'all think that one of the best players we've ever seen saying to somebody, hey, all right, yeah, she good, but the WNBA is a different beast. The WNBA is a different beast. I don't know if this could be the same.
Reality.
She said reality is coming.
Right.
And I think when you say reality is
coming,
but
after 2 games, hasn't reality come? Pause. No, did it?
But at the same sense, though, in the same sense, when you talk about Caitlin Clark and what she did for women's college basketball and what she's done so far for the WNBA, because the WNBA is not getting charter flights without her.
She is still, no matter what, she has surpassed anything that any woman has done for the game of basketball. She has done more for them off the court. We are talking about Diana Taurasi's comments about her facing reality and coming to the WNBA. That's what we talking about. Don't bring up that stuff. I care about that stuff. I do care.
But again, like I said, with the reality aspect, we have seen this with other athletes playing college ball and coming to the big leagues. Hey, you got people to reckon with. So again, I agree that just because she dominated, she did what she did in college, she's gonna have to make her own way and pay dues.
But Money, do you think that the comments when they were said during the NCAA tournament,
it was hate?
Do you think her saying that during that was hating? Do you think it was hating or it was just justified? It's like, yo, no, seriously, I'm being real. I'm just being real about the situation. Right. Is that how you feel?
It's reality.
No, it's hate. When you look at college athletes, and when you look at in some of in male sports, right, the NBA versus college, that same level of scrutiny has never been given by LeBron James, the Kobe Bryants. Like they've never looked at college athletes and said, "Yo, they good now, but reality gonna set in eventually, and they gonna have to work." Like that's never been said. That's not something that they do, because if you look at college sports, and this is a conversation I had, with a couple of my partners. when it comes to college and how college doesn't necessarily translate to the NBA, and who you are in college may not be who you are in the NBA. When you talk about Russ averaging 3 points his freshman year, you talk about Devin Booker averaging 10 points his freshman year.
Ain't even start. he was coming up the bench.
Karl Anthony Towns, I believe Karl Anthony Towns didn't even start. But it was never said that, like, they're not going to be nothing in the NBA. Or it's going to take time for them to grow in the NBA. Or if it's just going to be this, it's going to be that. Like, when you say it at the level that you say it, when you say it at the during the the female college, the March Madness women's college basketball, when you say it matters. Now, if you say it during the draft, it might be a little different, might sit a little different. People might not take it as serious. But when you say it at that particular point in time on the platform that you said it on, in the manner that you said it, it sounded like hate.
Okay, albeit sounding like hate. Does it look real now?
I think the WNBA, I think the players in the WNBA have a point to prove. I think women at that particular point in their career have a point to prove. Like, we're not going to let this person y'all think is the holy grail.
Why are you dancing?
But it's like Patrick Beverly more than anybody else.
Is she justified?
No.
All she's getting is what Diana Taurasi told her she was going to get. They about to lock in on you. That's all she said.
That's not what she said.
So it looks justified. You're not going to get it off as easy in the WNBA. It's going to be different for you.
That's not how she said it, though. In the manner that she said it, it came off as hate.
So how do you feel about how do you feel about Caitlin Clark now?
I think her first two games. I mean, just like any other player, and nobody's gonna come in and just kill unless you one of them ones. Like, really one of them ones.
But she is one of the ones. We
talk about because it's hard to compare. It's hard to compare when you look at Caitlin Clark versus a Breanna Stewart. Size, height matters. Size, height, all that stuff matters. Breanna Stewart came in the WNBA killing. And height played a big part of that. Who she was played a big part of that. But when you look at Caitlin Clark being 6'2", and everybody, because you're the savior of women's basketball, everybody's keyed in on you. Cool, got it, understand. It's going to take a few games to translate. But let's not act like the first game, with those 10 turnovers, she didn't have 20 points.
She had 9 game 2. And my GOAT, Breanna Stewart, had 30. So, like, it's.
But at the same time,
you talk about this height thing. Sabrina Ionescu is 5'11".
But it took her a while to get going too, though.
She was go from start. What is you talking about?
It took her a while to get going.
She was go from start, dog. What are you talking about? She been greenlit since she got in the WNBA.
But Breanna,
Breanna Stewart.
But Sabrina didn't have the eyes on her that Caitlin has on her. We know about Sabrina because we're basketball fans. We understand what Sabrina is to the game of basketball, how great she was at Oregon, how great she was and doing what she's doing. But the eyes that Caitlin have on her versus what Sabrina had on her. Sabrina also learned from one of the greats.
I hear what
Sabrina also trained.
Luke, I hear what you're saying, but you got to understand, LeBron had that same scrutiny. LeBron didn't have 10 turnovers and 9 points in his second game. LeBron had 25, 5, and 5 against Sacramento Kings in his first game. What are you talking about? I don't care about who odds. Yeah, the odds is on you. I don't care. Ain't that what you want?
So, Luke, you said that it matters or it changes because of the type of eyes or the amount of eyes you have on you.
I said what Diana Taurasi said when she said it was hate.
And I agree with the hate part. I'm just asking you, does it seem like it might be justified now because it looks like it might be harder for Caitlin Clark in the WNBA than it was in the NCAA? That's all I was asking. The second question, I agree with the hate part. I actually agree with you on the hate part. I think it was hate at the time, but damn, it kind of looks justified now.
Okay, real quick. Let's talk about the last game then when they lost.
They lost both games. They lost both games.
But I'm saying when The other team, South Carolina, they got the championship.
Oh, you talk about it in
Yeah.
NCAA. Yeah, okay.
Like, look at that. That showed right there.
When the odds is on you, I can show up. It's a different game. It's a different game.
But I think it was different when you talk about how they performed. Iowa wasn't
It's the
the
same
best.
situation. Indiana trash. Indiana had the first pick 2 years in a row.
I'm not. What I'm saying is, if you look at Iowa versus South Carolina, when you look at top down, top to bottom, Dawn Staley got them South Carolina girls. Them South Carolina girls different. When you talk about, you look at Cardozo's being
Luke,
6'7".
Luke, you're not
That's
gonna
different.
you're not gonna move the goalpost. That's not the question that Money asked you. No, he didn't even ask you a question. He was just stating the lights were bright in the last game. She showed us what she can do when the lights is bright in the NCAA. The eyes are still on her 2 months later. It's only been 2 months. 2 months later in a different league in a professional setting, and it looks a little bit harder for her. That's all we saying. It does look harder for her.
It does. I'm not saying it don't look harder. I'm not saying it's not. It's not. You got the best players in the world, the best women players in the world in this league. It's only 12 teams. Like this is the upper echelon of women's basketball. It's not like WNBA where you got 30 teams and some of the rosters are watered down, some of them are not. And then I think a lot of these women feel a certain type of way when you have, and I hate to say it, this great white savior to women's basketball. I hate to say it, but there was a conversation had that what's old girl from Vegas Aces, Asia Wilson. Asia Wilson said that she wouldn't be getting this type of publicity if she wasn't white. So a lot of these women, being African American women, coming into this looking at her like, damn, is she the savior of basketball? Nah, I'm about to put this work on her. I'm about to show these people what we've already been. We've been here. Y'all just ain't watched us. Y'all ain't watched us.
I think if Caitlin Clark was black, she would get the same. Let's be clear. Caitlin Clark showed out enough to get the notoriety that she's getting. She's earned every bit of this, not because she's white. We watched this. We watched it with our own eyes. This chick was different, dog. Not because she white. She just could hoop her ass off.
No, I'm not saying I don't agree with you. I agree with you 100%. She's a hooper. She's one of them ones. But Asia Wilson being one of the dominant voices in the WNBA, when she said that, you don't think the rest of them feel that way?
No, I feel the competitive nature, and that's why I'm saying that Diana Taurasi, albeit when she said it was hate, looks justified, because I'm telling you, because you are her, when you come to the professional stage, it's going to be different. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying she looks justified today. She looks like, okay, she got a point. You was right. Although you was hating, hate can be correct. Hate can be correct. Let's be clear.
Hate can definitely be correct, but you don't think that played a factor in it when one of the greatest women's basketball players of all time says something and the rest of the league is listening, putting it and being put on notice? I'm not saying it's not justified in how they're guarding her and how they're acting towards her being who she is and what she's capable of, but don't you think that put a little added little battery in the back of some of these women that's gonna be guarding her? You don't think that put a little extra battery in their back to prove Diana Taurasi right? Because so many people thought Diana Taurasi was wrong.
I'm gonna say one thing and we're gonna move on. LeBron James had the same hype, the same battery was put into the league, and they couldn't do nothing about it.
But you're talking about number one of ones, in my opinion. One of ones.
But ain't that what we think about Caitlin Clark right now? Don't she seem like a one of one? That's what everybody keep preaching. She's her. They put her on the Mount Rushmore of women's basketball players already.
I put her, if we compare her to a male counterpart, I'm putting her in the same category as Steph. And Steph is never going to be considered number one, number two, or number three. But he is still one of them ones.
He's one. He's 1 or 2 or 3 at his position.
And Caitlin Clark, well, when it's all set, but he didn't start that way.
All right.
He started his career with injuries after injury.
You segued into the NBA, so we're gonna talk about the NBA. We're gonna get up out of here quickly. We're gonna talk about the NBA, man. The playoffs just got real, man. We just got done with one game that just turned into a game 7. We just got done. We're recording this. What time is it? It's Saturday night at what time is it right now?
12:57.
I'm sorry, it's Saturday morning at 12:57. 12:57. So that's when we're recording right now. We all tired, but I mean we here to chop it up with y'all. So yeah, we finished that Knicks and Pacers game. That's going to game 7. The Nuggets and Timberwolves are game 7 as well. Both of those games will be Sunday. The Thunder and Mavericks game 6 with Dallas being up will be tomorrow. And then the Celtics already cleaned the Cavs up. The Celtics look like it. When they don't play well, they win. When they play well, they look unbeatable. That's scary to me, yo. I hate to say it as a Sixers fan, that Boston looks the scariest, but we got to see them do it in the finals. In the Eastern Conference Finals, they failed too many times. My picks right now is I'm sticking with my picks originally. After the Sixers lost, I picked the Timberwolves versus Boston in the finals, and I'm sticking with it. The Nuggets look nasty recently, even though they only put up 70. The last game, they got smoked. And, of course, I'm riding with my dog, Luka. And then I'm going to go with I think the Knicks going to win game 7. So I got Celtics, Knicks. I got Timberwolves, Mavs. And then I got Timberwolves, Celtics in the final. But I love what I'm seeing out these playoffs.
I agree. The playoffs outside of a couple series has been very, very fun to watch. Even for the casual basketball fan that some people are, like these series, even though New York and Indiana has been strictly home team wins, for the first 3 to 4 games of that series has been very entertaining. Jalen Brunson has solidified himself as one of them ones. I agree with you on every pick. I think Minnesota gets it done. I think
it's
Dallas
on the road.
Gets it.
It's on the road. You still got them. I have them winning. I do have them winning, but it is on the road.
When you can beat a team by 45, when you really lock in, not 10, not 20, not 25, 45. When you beat a team by 45, when you really lock in,
nasty.
I think it can be. I think it can be done. And I think with 3 7-footers being thrown at Joker, and if they come out with that same type of intensity, that same it's game 7, it's win to go home. It's win to go home. I think those 3 7-footers get it done. You're not gonna stop Joker. Joker's still gonna put up his numbers. He's gonna do what he do. But that type of defensive intensity from the best defensive team in the NBA, I think it's hard to beat, man. I think it's real hard to beat. Obviously, Boston is.
Is he the best defensive player though? Rudy Gobert.
No. I didn't say the best defensive player. I said the best defensive team. The best defensive team, when they really lock in, I think they're hard to beat, man. So I agree with you. I agree with you
as well. Besides one,
I know who he won. He about to say he don't like Luka, dog. He don't like my dog Luka, dog.
No, or Doncic either. I don't Dallas either. I want to see OKC pull it through, but I doubt they do it because they don't have the experience. Like they're a young team and they got weapons, but they don't have the maturity, they don't have the patience, and they don't have the experience.
They on the way though.
Yeah, they are. They definitely are.
And they still got draft picks. They just gonna keep getting better.
That Paul George trade is really paying off for OKC, man.
They just gonna keep getting better. That's the scary part about OKC. That's the
scary part. Listen, OKC,
and SGA got robbed for the MVP.
I agree. 100%.
SGA got robbed for the MVP.
100%. SGA got robbed.
Right. And
Jokic is Joker, but SGA, the numbers that he put up this year on the number 1 team in the West, I don't care if it was a tie or not. Number one team in the West, SGA got robbed.
With
SGA
Boston got to prove themselves, man. I
They
mean,
definitely
it was a comment that Green made from the Warriors when he talked to him on Tatum when he was on ESPN on TNT, when he asked him, he said, nobody cares. Okay, y'all been getting where y'all getting to in the last couple of years, but that's where it ends. Like, what are y'all gonna do? As they say, shit to get off the pot.
Yeah.
Are y'all gonna prove
that's
that
the
you
thing.
are that team?
Is this
that
their third?
you deserve it?
Fourth.
Like that this is what really
It's
it
third.
is to call y'all that champions? Getting all the way there, that don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? You get there at the up time to go home.
You know what the Celtics remind me of? The Eagles of the early 2000s. Remember we kept making it to the NFC Championship, and it was like, we good, but we just couldn't get over the hump. And then we make it to the Super Bowl, but we lost. Like, they remind me of us. That's the same thing.
When you pay Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown the type of money that you pay them, Derek White can't be the reason why you win a game.
Oh, I like that. Oh, I like that. Oh, I like that take. That's
Derek White is solid as a player. He is. When you paying these two dudes that type of money, he can't be. And I think that's the issue that Boston runs into. You might have a 40-point night from Jason Tatum,
but you don't love having that type of roster that, hey, I have two max guys, but if they are having a bad night, because it's basketball at the end of the night, we have bad nights.
But imagine
if you're having a bad night, then why don't you love that they roster has somebody that can do that? I would love for the Sixers to have that. I got 2 stars and a bunch of dudes that won't show up. I would love to have a Derek White.
And that's an amazing thing to have. I'm not saying it's not an amazing thing to have, but if you look at the 2016 Cavs coming back from 3-1, every night it was Kyrie, LeBron giving you exactly what they were paid to do.
That's a fact.
I can't get a 15-point game from Jason Tatum. Can't get a 15-point game from Jaylen Brown.
But if it equals wins,
30.
But if it equals wins, why are we tripping about that?
They
do have to win the title before you can say something. But
it's not.
I mean, they where they supposed to be.
It's not that I'm tripping about it, but when you run into them teams, when you run into the NBA Finals, let's say they run into a Minnesota, and let's say they run into a Denver,
then they can't have those. They can't have
you can't have those nights.
Right? They got a problem.
You can't have those.
I agree. First of all, let's be clear. I agree that it's a problem for Boston. The fact that we had, how many times I argue with Billy about the fact that I think Jason Tatum is him, and that he always proves me wrong.
He shit the bed in
the biggest moment. Billy always called me out. He say in the biggest moments he don't show up, and then I'll be like, damn, the biggest moments show up, and Billy had just texted me, CBG, you see what he do? You see what he doing is the biggest. That's Jaylen Brown team. So I agree they have to do it, but right now, in today's NBA, right now, stop thinking. I don't think about the past. I don't judge people off their past. I have to live in the current moment. Albeit, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown haven't played all the way up to their standard. They're where they're supposed to be. They won the first round 4-1. They won the second round 4-1, and they are in the Eastern Conference Final.
They're exactly where they're supposed to be, but you're playing against Cavs. When you go to play against the West as it's always been, it's been a different animal. And Derek White can't be the reason why y'all win. Because if you leave it into Derek White's hands.
All right. Quick question. Boston or OKC in 7?
I'm going OKC in 7 if it's against Boston.
Yeah.
Oh, Boston or Dallas in 7.
I'm going Dallas.
So everybody in the West can beat Boston right now. So the champions coming out the West. Coming from Luke.
Champions coming from the West.
Stamp it. Okay. If you say that's what you, if that's what you believe, then we're gonna rock it.
Champions coming out the West. Period. I don't think no matter what.
Who your champion?
It's the winner of Minnesota and Denver.
Do you have winning Minnesota? So Minnesota
Minnesota.
champion.
I think
Say
Minnesota
it.
win
No,
it
I
all.
want to hear you say it. Minnesota gonna win the championship.
Minnesota win it all.
All right.
And Edwards, that young bull from Georgia, University of Georgia. I think that young bull get it done.
Who you got winning the championship, money? Since your Bulls didn't even make the playoffs.
Why you gotta break? Why you gotta?
I'm sorry. I bet I be tripping sometimes. Sometimes I say stuff I don't mean. I'm sorry, man. Who you got?
Sneak dissing,
who
but
you
it's
got?
cool.
Wait till that Ball brother come back though.
Who you got in the finals, and who do you have winning the whole thing? Because we gonna revisit this.
I say Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Y'all tripping, dog. You know why y'all tripping?
Why? But hold
I
on.
got-
Wait. You asked me a question, right? But I'm saying with Denver. Okay. What's the point guard name again?
Jamal Murray.
Shea
Murray.
Oh, for Denver. My
Murray.
bad.
Murray.
Jamal
He ain't
Murray.
showed up, bro. Where he showed up at? If they the dynamic duo, he ain't showed up. And
I ain't gonna say he ain't showed up.
I mean,
it just ain't been as prominent as it was.
Has he scored more than 20 points?
I think Jamal Murray is showing his ass.
I
He's
think
having
he
some
off
bad.
to me.
He's
Just
having
like the
some bad.
last game again. But let's speak on showing up when you're supposed to show up.
Jamal Murray in this series against the Timberwolves, 17, 8, 24, 19, 16, 10.
Yeah, that's not gonna get it done.
That's not gonna get it done.
That's not gonna get it done. I agree.
That's not those are his points from 1 through 6. That's not gonna get it done. When you look at what Minnesota has and how I think coming off a 45-point win, I think they might be a little comfortable. So it'll definitely be a closer game. Obviously, Game 7's closeout game. Everybody gonna bring everything. I think Minnesota gets it done because of Ant Edwards. I think Ant Edwards has a 35, 37-point night.
The scary part about that is I think Ant Edwards does have a 35-point game, but I think Joker can easily have a 42, 15, and 11 game. That's scary.
Let's not act like Ant Edwards averaged like 33 this series.
He had a bad. He had a couple bad games.
Right.
43 game 1, 27, 19.
19 is bad.
44,
19.
18. And then a 27-point game and a 45-point blowout.
18 and 19.
They got it his own way though.
I love Anthony Edwards.
I think
he's the American face of the league. I think
right.
Anthony Edwards is the best American player in the NBA right now, hands down, in my opinion. I'm thinking about it. I can't think of no American that I would rather have over Anthony Edwards. So I agree with you.
There's a Canadian that I might take.
You take
not an American.
You would take Shea over.
I love Shea game, dog. He's smooth, man. It's so smooth.
He is.
It's
but
smooth,
everybody else
dog.
him, though,
it's effortless.
Step up more as well. But who did y'all say with the Pacers and the Knicks? You think?
I got the Knicks winning game.
I got the Knicks. Yeah, it's gonna be in New York. That
building.
So
with them in Boston, you don't think that? I mean, them.
I think Boston sweep them Knicks.
You think so?
No,
I look at the game tonight. Josh Hart is hurt. OG Anunoby out. I think Boston might it might be a gentleman's sweep.
You just said all of that bad about Boston, and then you just told me they're going to sweep the Eastern Conference Finals.
Because I don't think New York. I don't think New York got it though.
And that's the thing.
If they run it to the Pacers might be a completely different story. But I think New York wins.
Boston got the easiest chance at the championship this year. With Embiid being out, with Giannis being out, them changing coaches. The East just wasn't the same this year. Miami wound up being an 8 seed. it just wasn't the same. This is Boston's championship to win. If they lose, this is a failure, in my opinion, for Boston. It was served. The Eastern Conference was served up on a platter for 'em.
I mean,
All
Jaylen
you
Brown
really got to do is beat the West.
I mean,
gotta
Jaylen
beat
Brown
one
got
team
2
in the
months
West.
to win those 6 rings he was talking about.
Gotta
Yeah,
come-
he got like 2 months to win those 6 rings that he was discussing. I'll tell you, a bad bitch will make you say a lot of shit, boy. I'm sorry, my bad. A beautiful female will make you say,
It's too late. We heard you, man. You can't take it back.
I'm sorry. That's
Oh man. All right, look, man.
just edit that out.
Yeah, we'll edit that. We'll edit that one out. We ain't gonna edit it out. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I told y'all if you look at my description, we're gonna give it up real every time. And on BG, what we talk about, we talked about a lot. But what I want to do after every show, I got something in mind that I want to do. And I want to tell a story about the guest, or I mean, just a random story. And because I got 2 of my brothers here, I do have stories for both of them, but I have to just right now. I'm gonna ask them. I'm gonna do it right now, so y'all can see their reaction. If they say yes, I'm gonna go. If they say no, I'm gonna sit down, and we're just gonna end the show. I got a story that I want to tell. Luke, is it okay if I tell it about you, about us?
Do you think, bro?
Money.
Go for the gusto. I'm good. I'm cool.
Who want to go first?
It don't matter.
You want us to
pick.
tell it, or you tell me?
No, I'm telling it. Who want their story?
Go
first?
ahead, bro.
It don't matter,
bro.
So Luke know which one I'm going with on us, man. We was in Vegas, right?
No.
We in Vegas. We in Vegas, right? It's what, 5 of us or 6 of us?
I think 6.
6 people, but so we all in the club, and then 4 people say, "Yo, we ready to go." So we like, all right, bet, let's go. But we still
being us.
Me and Luke still got drinks, so we like, yo, let's finish their drinks. They walk out the club. The 4 people with us is gone. They gone.
Next, and I'm gonna tell you, hold on. Let's talk about this now, because the song that you said wasn't really like that. A song that you said wasn't really like that, and that you just you wasn't really feeling.
I never said I wasn't feeling it. I just simply said I don't think it's one of them ones, and I was sadly mistaken.
But when it played,
it might be my number 1 played song on my phone. Like, I don't think there is a song with more plays than that song now. So let's be clear that I did doubt this song at one point, but yeah, I mean, my opinion has changed
after that trip, that particular trip,
our guys' trip to Vegas, would definitely change my life. But we was about to walk out the door, and right before we walked out the door, March Madness came on. Oh, man. March Madness came on. You don't leave the club if March Madness is on. Like, you don't walk out the door.
Definitely not.
When March Madness is playing. Like, anybody at the door is either inside or outside. You're not
dirty soda.
You're not transitioning from inside to outside if March Madness is on. So
now you can go outside the inside, but you can't go inside the house.
You can't leave. You can't leave. So bam, because that song came on and it turned up for us, obviously our homies left us. Bam, they bounced. So it's just me and Luke. Me and Luke together, we chilling. All right, we gotta go, dog. Let's get this cab back to the Airbnb, dog. My feet hurt. Obviously we in Vegas, so we dressed nice. I mean, we got on loafers. Everybody was clean, dog. Ankles was out. You know what I mean?
Ankles out. Ankles had to be out.
You know when them ankles out is serious. So we get in the cab. We get to the house. Luke types in the PIN code on the Airbnb. The door don't open. Luke, what's up? You forgot the code? No, dog. The code working.
It's turning green.
It's turning green. It just ain't opening. It still ain't opening, bro. Like, I don't know what's going on, dog. Like, hey, dog, my feet hurt, dog. You gotta get in this house, dog. He said, yo, I think the top lock locked. What you mean the top lock? Why is the top lock locked? Billy and them done locked the damn top lock. What? Why did y'all lock the top lock? So bam, I'm frustrated. Instantly, I'm heated.
Hey, money, you know he from Philly. So the attitude, the
Right.
voice, the whole North, I think it's North Philly, whole North Philly is coming out of my dude right now. Money, I'm gonna tell you what I did. I ain't gonna let him tell it. But I'm gonna tell you what I did. Me being the chill dude that I am, I say, bro, it is what it is. I kick out my shoes. I sit on that. It's a big front porch. I kick out my shoes, money. I take my hands like this. I put them behind my head and I lay down. BG says, I'm gonna check the back. So BG
No.
ain't
Let me go. So after he laid down, I'm like, oh, all right. So Luke just gonna give up. All right. So I'm not giving up. I say, Luke, what are you doing? He said, dog, they ain't coming to the door, dog. What you want me to do? I said, dog, my feet hurt. He said, take your shoes off. I was like, all right, but I'm gonna take my shoes off. Take my shoes off. Take my shoes off. But I'm like, yo, I think I might have left the back door open. Let me walk around the back of the Airbnb. Now, to walk around the back of the Airbnb is nothing but cobblestone. It's nothing but rocks. It's just rocks. All rocks. So I'm barefoot now. No, I got no show socks on. Nasty work. But yeah, I mean,
nasty work.
You can't put your feet in the shoe, but barefoot. That's nasty to me. That make your feet stink. But I'm barefoot now, and I decide I'm gonna walk across
on the cobblestones.
But it's for a good cause. I'm like, yo, I'm about to get us in the house. I walk across the cobblestones, get to the back of the house, back door locked. So guess what I gotta do? I gotta walk back across the cobblestones because I left my shoes at the front door.
Now, money, I'm like this, money. I'm laid out. I'm chilling on the front porch. It is what it is. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna sleep out here. It is what it is.
Now, mind you, I just walked over cobblestones twice.
Money.
I walked over.
Size 14 shoe. I can feel it. I can feel the air fly past my head, money. And I just look at him like,
no, I threw that shoe at it. Now, let's be clear. I haven't told him this yet, but yeah, I mean, it's been a couple years. I wasn't trying to hit you. It was like an alarm clock. Like I was just trying to throw the shoe at you so you knew, wake up. He is on a step rocked. He is on a step dead to the world. And I'm like, yo, dog, like, why you don't care? We outside at our Airbnb. Why you so comfortable and I'm so angry? Get up. I just want your energy to be like mine. He said, oh, what you want me to do? The door locked. I can't do nothing about that. Just care, man.
buddy, well, I tell you, the night with bro, it was probably about 4:30 in the morning.
Easy 4:30. Easily 4:30.
It probably about 4:30 in the morning. I at that point, I just didn't care.
Right.
I was sleepy. I was ready to
tired,
pass out.
I
was ready to pass out. Man, I felt that size 14 fly past my face. I said, oh, that was a good, nice little breeze right there.
God, he didn't budge. He looked up like as if I just threw like a nickel at him. Like he just heard something. You know how you look up after you hear some leaves shuffle? Mm-hmm. He just looked up talking about something. What you want me to do? I will never forgive Luke for that. Billy and them finally came over the door. We finally got in the house. But I will never forgive Luke for that. I will never, ever forgive Luke for that.
But at this point, BG know who I am, man. Like, I don't get flustered.
I wasn't flustered. My feet just felt like I had walked. Like, come on, bro. My feet was hurting bad.
But I definitely think as the first guys trip we ever took, I think that set the precedent, though. That set the standard for every guy's trip going forward. You know, I think it's definitely healthy for us as guys us as men to take time to get away and actually kick it with, you know what I'm saying, the ones
that's
that
a
we
fact.
love, we trust.
That's a fact.
And that right there, that particular trip set the precedent for every other guy's trip. Like I said, we just came back from DR.
I'm gonna echo everything that my brother is saying. Hey, ladies, don't hold your men back from going on guys trips. We need our time to ourselves and with our boys. We need our time away, just like y'all do. Take girls trips. I encourage that. Go on a girls trip. Enjoy your time. You need that unwind time. You need that time to just relax, let your hair down, and be yourself with your boys. Be yourself with your girls. So please, I encourage that. It's not a bad thing. I know you probably
Yeah.
gonna have in the back of your head all the worst thoughts, and this is gonna happen, it's gonna happen. But just trust in your relationship and say, you know what? I want him to enjoy his time. I want her to enjoy her time. You know what? Go have fun. When you come back, the responsibilities in your life is gonna be right here waiting for you. It's gonna be right here. We
Oh, there you
coming
go.
back.
Waiting. Full
We
force.
coming.
Waiting.
We coming bite. We coming right bite. But yeah, I mean, just that's something that's needed, man. And our DR, what was in DR 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago. About
Yeah,
4
man.
days.
It was just such a good, relaxing. Some people got a little extra sleep. Shout out my bro Neat. Some people got more sleep than others. Some people lost passports. Some people lost bags. Oh man,
Shoes.
I lost my light. Hold on, I lost one of my lights. But yeah, it was kind of. I actually like it like this. I like it kind of just calm. Since what time? It's 1:30 in the morning, y'all.
Man, you don't take your Barry White ass. I like it like this.
Hey yo, no
What's
Diddy,
wrong?
no Diddy, no
What's
Diddy.
wrong with
Hey,
this guy, man?
hey, Luke, your story will always that's one of the memories I will always keep dear to me because it was something that we experienced together. I hated you that night, but I didn't hate you. I just hated you didn't care as much as I did. Because you know I love you, but I hated you didn't care as much as me.
Yeah, I cared because the feet was throbbing. The feet was definitely throbbing. It was just I was sleepy.
Yeah.
I was sleepy. I was sleepy.
Yeah, I feel you.
Man,
Hey,
So
hey, with that being said, man, I just want to be clear. I'm so happy that I got to do this with my two closest, not friends, my family, my brothers. My kids call them Uncle. Uh, that's weird. I was about to say Uncle Luke. That was gonna be wild. But my brother Luke, my brother Money, man, we've been rocking for years, and it don't ever stop. My brother Money, forever. I thank you again for coming on tonight. Yeah, I mean, if you're in the Texas area, if you're anywhere in Texas, especially San Antonio, please, 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 if you need a notary, holla at my man Money. Money, what's your notary social media joint? Your Instagram. Don't you guys Instagram page for your notary joint?
yeah, I do. I'll put the link in the
I'll put the link will be in my description of this video. So when this podcast episode 1 comes out, which will probably be tomorrow, so I'm gonna probably send it to y'all tomorrow. But the link for his notary, if you are in Texas, will be in the description. And my brother Luke, always, like I said, man, if you in the market for a house, if you're trying to sell your house, if you just want to look at stuff, if you just want to know what the market look like, if you just want to talk to somebody with some real estate knowledge, please go on Instagram and follow Luke Sells STX.
Luke sells TX.
TX.
Luke.
Sorry.
Yeah, Luke.
Oh yeah,
sells SELSTX.
That's a fact, man. Please, please, please give them a follow, man. If you need any help, they will definitely help y'all out. Again, man, thank y'all, man. Thank y'all. I thank y'all so much for coming on tonight.
Love.
I know what time is it? It's damn near 2 a.m. It's damn near
Square Business Notaries, and again, I get out in the kitchen on the grill.
Oh yeah, don't forget his food cooking page. His
Money's
food page go
Kitchen.
crazy.
Money's Kitchen.
And I would be remiss. I'm sorry. Oh my God. I meant to do this at the top of the show, man. Please, please, please don't forget to follow Eat Sleep Sixes on all social media. YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, everything you can think of. Eat Sleep Sixes is on, man. That's my family. Shout out my dog Jose. Shout out my brother Jose. Shout out my brother Carl. Shout out my sister Jenny. the people that gave me the confidence to even do this podcast. So I thank y'all, and please, 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 please make sure you go over there and hit the subscribe button for us to get all the Sixers content. I know everybody not Sixers fans. Hell, you might not be a sports fan, but just follow it just for me. Please, please, come on, do it for me, dog. With that being said, man, y'all got any closing statements for the followers?
Keep it funky. Be yourself. Don't listen to the outside noise. Be emotional, intelligent. Read the room and situations, and take care of home always. The only way is up.
Only.
That's a fact. Read the room always. Keep it 100 and just love the people that love you.
Man, again, I love y'all too. I love y'all too. I love everybody that's going to take their time to watch this full episode. Hell, if you watch 5 minutes, hell, if you only want to watch up until the sports segment, because I know a lot of y'all don't care about what we talk about in sports. It's okay. It's okay. Y'all don't love it like me, but I love it. I appreciate all of y'all. And again, I'm just a random dude from North Philly that got a passion for this shit, and I like to I like to talk. I don't never shut up. These two next to me will tell you I don't shut up. So why not do it? Just because you love it. So I appreciate everybody that tuned in to episode 1. More to come. Again, thanks to my special guest, my dog Money, my dog Luke. We will see you again next week, episode 2. PG, what we talking about?